Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding. You got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding. Me up, play me like a bass guitar. Simmer down and mash me up. Tripping like I'm Jimmy at Woodstock. Me up, drum me round in your red Ford. Shivers down my spinal cord. Oh, 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 oh. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. empty hearts and neon lights. They're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. La 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 la. Oh, oh. Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hello, everyone. How are you all doing? Hopefully, you're enjoying your morning, evening, whatever time it is. Hopefully, you're having a good one. I am here with Soul.
Yes, hello.
I am here with 8-second delayed song. No, I'm just kidding. We're here. Obviously, we're gonna be doing the Oceanic Week Sunday. The Oceanic Go 4. All right. Everyone knows it is a Go 4, so it's a Go 4. We're doing the Oceanic Go 4. That's easy. First match of the day will be Team Paradox versus Gopher. And we should be looking at a pretty solid matchup here. Both teams coming in essentially the same seeding. I would say Team Paradox might have a little bit more experience as a team, so they might be coming in with a bit of advantage, but I'm not too sure.
Yeah, as we are playing on Clubhouse, it seems like one of those maps that everyone's particularly familiar with. I'm not expecting anything strange, as you said, Covert. It's pretty much, a equalized match. Each team is respectively ranked almost next to each other, and as I said that, we see a Thatcher band come through. Nothing too surprising from the bands so far, as the next attacking band is going to come here in the next couple of seconds. Now, Cover, expand more on what you think you expect from these two teams.
Yeah, well, I mean, these two teams for the most part are pretty they're pretty solid from what I've seen of them. Go 4 have performed pretty well in the previous Go 4s, and it's led them to some pretty decently ranked pretty decently finishing positions. Team Paradox, however, I haven't really seen them play Go 4s that often, but from what I've seen of them in other tournaments, they are also they're a pretty solid team. So should be a good matchup. Kaid being Jackal was the second attacker ban. Jackal, interesting. I would have expected more of like a Maverick, maybe a Monty on Clubhouse, but Jackal obviously just being that kind of default ban makes a bit of sense. Kaid and Mirror are the two defensive bans. Mirror makes sense. She's pretty much default. If you're not banning Mirror, there's, you know, probably something wrong with you in this current meta, and Kaid is just really strong on this map.
Yeah, I would agree. The only thing I see is probably Valkyrie coming out. As we see, we got teased there for a little bit. But she's a pretty strong operator, especially on most maps, especially for the intel for the defenders. We see a Maestro, which is good. Just get those pings off for plant situations, as we're going to see probably Maverick be brought for the attackers throughout this match. As typically, when you ban a Thatcher, you typically expect a Maverick ban coming through, but we'll see if the Jackal ban bodes well for the defense. Maybe they're looking for a roam of some sort, as they are starting on Cash CCTV, and we see a Capitao 6 picked onto a Blackbeard. That's an interesting swap there.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, as you were saying, the Maverick going to be brought pretty consistently is just because there's no way you can stop him from opening up soft walls other than shooting him, essentially. And that's the one Maverick counter, is just shooting him. So, other than that, you know, we see the two other hard breaches for might have one. I don't know if you needed two for the Maverick, because obviously he can Maverick trick walls to open them fully, and it brings a bit of question marks as to where the other hard breaches will be used, and whether or not Maverick is just going to be used to clear out like the bandit battery, something like that.
Yeah, we'll see if they decide to pepper in that default box wall there to make it a bit harder for Maverick to get off his torches to get that default wall open. Doesn't seem like they have, but I did hear some shotguns of some sort, so possibly they did. But it looks like they might do a bandit trick here, just to try and waste as much time as possible for the attackers.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, bandit tricking, obviously, even if you can't keep the wall fully charged in the current meta with infrared available, is very hard to do, because you can get, you know, you can get like naded, breach, ash charge, anything like that from below. You can get nades through the drone holes, Sophia stuns. There's so many ways you can just get forced off of the Maverick bandit trick, but it does obviously waste time and utility, so 9 times out of 10 it's worth doing, as long as you don't lose your life in the process.
We'll see if Smoke plays any sort of influence on if Maverick does get those torches off, as he can damage the attackers through that wall. Blackbeard loses his first shield to the one playing Rafters. That is Jaeger. Pretty good shots from him, but does not bode a kill. Sees the Blackbeard cross, but no shots. Very patient from Jaeger, as he's playing this Rafters with Malusi. He drops down. Ash is towards Bar on low HP, probably going to go back outside to see if she can help on that garage push.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the garage control has been so effective for the moment for the defense, that it's just not been able to give, the attackers haven't been able to gain an inch on them. That Rafters player and the one playing are really effective, as that Thermite is able to find the opening pick onto the Jaeger in Rafters. Speaking of such, he must have, I'm assuming, just peeked him through the breach a tiny bit, and the Jaeger was just caught out, not expecting the angle there, and first pick goes to the attackers.
Yeah, definitely a bad angle for Jaeger, but we don't know if Thermite knows that Malusi is playing bottom of garage, as Smoke is holding this angle towards the breach that they made just previously in the round, as Blackbeard is on top Rafters, I believe. But Malusi does get the pick onto Thermite. Bad intel from the attackers so far, as Mav's going to try and get a drone off. But as I say that, Smoke gets a kill, and it's getting into a 2v4 situation now, as Malusi gets another pick. What influence that Malusi has on this round so far?
Yeah, I mean, the Malusi's obviously playing in that low garage. It's such a essentially standard position, if you know what I mean, where, you know, you expect the one to be playing Rafters because it's a pretty defendable position, stuff like that, and Maestro finds another pick. That will be the Ash going down. She was on 1 HP, so literally being blown on essentially would have killed her, and it's all up to Valor in 1v4.
Yep, just a couple runouts from the defense, as they know they've actually won this round. Some Smoke babes come out, and she just has to jump into sight. Bandit gets the first kill onto, or his first kill onto the Hibana there, and the defense takes the top floor pretty easily.
Yeah, I mean, it did look pretty easy for the defense coming up to that ending part. I mean, Jaeger going down early should spell pretty much disaster for you, as the Malusi is just stuck in lower garage. She can't get back up to rafters because of the attacker's positioning, and even if she did get back up to rafters, she wouldn't be able to move from there. She'd just be stuck in upper rafters. So it should be pretty easy. Just basic, get the info that she's there, and then clear her out. But the attackers just didn't seem to. Either that, or they just ignored her and tried to push on anyway, and ended up costing them. She got the 2 kills, and it pretty much shut down the attackers. They didn't have any garage pressure, you know. And then they were just able to find picks, and then the other defenders were just able to find picks here and there. The smoke was able to find the nice headshot, and then the Maestro was able to finish off the 1 HP Ash. It just went all downhill very quickly.
Yeah, typically when you get that Raptors control in Garage as an attacker, it's assumingly a round win for them, but good on Malusi there to sway the round into the defense's favor, as they are opting to go bottom floor now. Let's see if the attackers can do a better job of gaining intel on where the defenders are sitting and holding, because like we were saying last round, it was just really bad information.
5 seconds left before
Yeah, for sure. I mean, as we can see, the Nova Q is switched off of the Malusi and is out with Vigil, so I'm expecting a lot more third floor pressure here. Just try and waste time, maybe try and find a pick, or maybe just get a couple drones, waste you some utility, but he has gone for the spawn peak. It hasn't worked out, and there's just not anyone spawning there. A shipping dock, it's very uncommon spawn location for attackers most of the time, unless you are gym and bedroom, so they can get that early jacuzzi pressure. But they just didn't then, and it was pretty much pointless. So.
Yeah, you also heard some bullets go through that gym window, so smart from Vigil just to count his losses and just run off from that spawn peak. As he said, that most attackers don't really spawn there for good reason, as that could have been a nasty little spawn peak for Vigil, as if I'm not mistaken, he did go back downstairs. So it looks like more of a turtle defense for Team Gopher, as they are going to get the kitchen hatch.
Yeah,
as
sure.
Kai is banned.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, it should be pretty easy for them to get the hatch as long as they play it properly. However, there could be up to 6 impacts on this defense. See, Vigil probably going to bring 1, Maestro's probably going to bring 1 as well. And the Malusi also has access to it, I believe, if she doesn't opt for these. So plenty of hatch denial. And, plenty of hatch denial, but it won't work. Obviously, the Hibana will open the hatches. The impacts just weren't. They were somewhat effective, but you know, with the change to Hibana, where she can alter how many Hibana pellets she's fired, it's just really difficult to try and trick fully, because even if they just use 2 lots of 2 will open it, so you have to start using them, and then it burns through the amount of impact you have really quickly, and we saw that there. But IQ finding the opening pick, it will be Nova Q going down, as she's now in Moto.
What a shot from Jaeger in blue, getting that IQ and Moto. Maverick's going to try and get the refrag, but just not able to. Trying to drone for more information, as Hibana is still on this kitchen hatch. LS fell back to Dirt, and my mistake, excuse me, it's Maestro and Arsenal playing deep Arsenal, just watching the hatch drop. Jaeger is still trying to contest these attackers in Moto, wasting as much time as possible, as there's only 20 seconds left in the round. The attackers have to go now. Hibana drops, but Maestro gets the kill there. 3v2 situation. They are getting the plant down, as Sophia gets a pick off. They do get the plant down in Church. Mav gets out into Moto, and Sophia is trying to protect the diffuser with her life. Maestro gets 1. It's a 2v1 situation here. 30 seconds left on the diffuser. Let's see if Maestro can pull this out. Trying to find the angle, throws an impact to try and distract it. Will he go through that rotate? Gets a nice headshot there. 1v1 situation. Maverick at full HP. He's gonna push this 90. He knows the location of Maverick, but great shots from Maverick, expecting the Maestro push, and Team Paradox with their first attacking win.
Yeah, I mean, it just looked pretty. That attack was just pretty solid overall from Team Paradox. They knew exactly what they needed to get open and exactly what they needed to push and when, and it really worked out. That IQ playing nice and aggressive was able to find that opening pick before getting traded out, but when she was traded out, there was also the kill found onto Malusi. So the man advantage for the attack bodes well, especially with a solid 40-45 seconds left in the round when you have pretty much everything you need open. And from there, they were just able to find. They were just able to find a. They're just able to find one more pick, and then from there they were able to just explode on into the side. That Ash was able to pick up the Jaeger playing in blue when he was distracted with the players on site, and then it was all up to Maestro. He was able to find those 2 nice kills, but realistically they were pretty impactless as he couldn't quite win the 1v1 with that Maverick. And even if the Maverick didn't hit the shots there, he still probably could have stalled enough time to the point where it would have been impossible for the Maestro to defuse.
Yeah, and I think where the momentum swayed in the attacker's favor there was in that kitchen when they did use almost, what was it, 4 impacts to try and get those X-Kairos on that hatch, and pretty much all of them missed. And that just really helped the attackers out get a line of sight onto that Arsenal bomb site, and it just allowed them to push onto that moto, well knowing that they had someone watching for the crosses and rotates for the people sitting in Arsenal, which was Maestro and Ella sitting in dirt. So it just made it easy for the attack to know where the defenders were coming from. And as I say that, Gopher decide to retry this bomb site here. Let's see if they can get possibly better impact tricks on, but they did bring Habana again. As you said, Habana has way too many pellets for the amount of impacts that can be brought here, as Jaeger is playing top rafters. Let's see if he gets droned out at all, as that's a very great spot for Jaeger to be in, but I think he is spot out. Zofia may know his location, but she is looking the wrong way here.
Yeah, I think there's Zofia. I think they've droned up and knew that there was someone playing top floor. They just don't quite know where that person is.
Oh.
The IQ will be taken out by Jaeger. And
Jaeger gets full. Wow.
So clearly another issue with droning here, another bit of misdroning, or just them forgetting to drone, and it cost them extremely dearly as Jaeger gets 2 picks. You've lost, you would say probably you've lost one of your entries and your flex for sure, and it's now all up to this Ash, Maverick, and Habana. And you'd have to say this is looking extremely tough for the attackers here, as Maverick will be working on getting that moto hatch open, but it might be impactless because they're gonna need to be getting essentially 2 kills each, and I don't know if they can do that.
Yeah, he loses a little bit of HP trying to open up that moto hatch. Mozzie knows the location of where this Maverick is playing, trying to creep up, and does get the bomb down as well as along with the kill of Maverick, and now he's in control of the attacker's case. Let's see if they can try and swing the round into their favor, as Habana is playing in that kitchen and Ash is on this gym stair, but Mozzie just has the shots today. He woke up and had his cereal, maybe some Kellogg's, I'm not sure, but it's a 1v4 situation, and just like that, Jaeger with the 3K. All I have to say is that was beautifully drawn up by Gopher that round. They did drone Mozzie. They knew that he was on top red, but they had no knowledge of where that Jaeger was playing top rafters, and he gets 2 kills to sway the round in their favor early on. And just like that, easy round win for them, as they are going back to cash, which they did win their first time around.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that round just looked 100 times better for the defense than their first attempt down there, and they were just able to get the frags. You know, that Jaeger being misdroned, or I don't know whether it was a misdrone or whether they just didn't drone it, but whatever it was very costly for the attackers. And then the Mozzie as well. No flank watch or awareness there from the Maverick that the Mozzie was still was still roaming, and he hadn't fallen back to sight and just wasn't ready for him to peek that, and then he got the nice quick peek to take out the person on the main stairs, and it was all up to the Habana, not really anything she could do from there.
Yeah,
Oh.
totally agree.
Yeah, but we do see top floor being brought. This round was obviously, it ended up going extremely favourable to the defenders by the end, but it really didn't start off like that. They lost their Rafters player early, and that should have spelled disaster for the defense. The attackers were, what was at the time their first missed drone or not droning or something like that, and it cost them the round because then Lucy just aggressively played in lower Mirage.
Yeah, let's see if they can clean up their drones this round, as they do know that they are going top, hopefully, but we do see, as we said earlier, attackers don't really spawn towards that shipping dock, but we just saw 2 spawn over there for some reason. I'm not sure why that was, but Vigil is playing this dirt tunnel. He is very far from sight. Let's see if he can get any picks off onto the attack, as I think Gopher so far has read into the fact that Paradox are doing sloppy droning, as it's 2 minutes in and they had to run from a shipping dock all the way over to warehouse to get this wall off.
Yeah, I mean,
Not a good idea.
Yeah, I think this might just have been a lapse of concentration for whoever the IGL is, or whoever's in charge of trying to keep track of rounds. Is the way they set up that, the way the spawns worked would have been really effective if they were going for, if they were attacking gym and bedroom. You have the Habana being able to go and open up the CCTV wall, so you get pressure from, you get 2 people pressuring from that side, then you get Maverick focusing on getting Jacuzzi wall open, but that wasn't the site. They clearly forgot that they played 2 rounds downstairs and that they could go back to CCTV and cache, and it's wasted a minute of their time, and it could end up coming back to be really costly as Nova Q running out of garage finds 2 of them. There goes both your hard breaches, and the wall isn't even close to being open, as Sophia's able to find 1 refrag, taking out Peace, and that will be the loss of the bandit, but it doesn't matter. There's no way they can open the wall with both hard breaches down, so Sophia getting taken out now by Malusi, as Twitch is in construction as well. One of them is out on that CCTV window, and it's on 2v4 now, and it's looking extremely favourable for the attack, for the defenders here. Sorry.
Yeah, Twitch is now on low HP. Smoke is throwing out his first toxic bait just to halt that Twitch, and what a run out from Vigil there, as Ash is going to be the last one on construction, and just like that, Gopher wins the round number 4. It's going to be 3-1. Interestingly, that Vigil did get that last kill onto Ash. Ash knew exactly where he was.
Ash knows exactly where he was, but just because you know where someone is doesn't mean you can always win if they are swinging so aggressively, as that Vigil did, just pre-firing with the SMG-12, which the fire rate on that gun and the magazine means you can literally just put a bullet in pretty much every pixel of your screen while doing a 90-degree swing, and that's essentially what the Vigil did. Had good crosshair placement, good recoil control, was just able to one-tap the Ash.
And now we are seeing Gopher opt for that gym bedroom. Let's see if the IGL of Paradox can do a better job of calling where they should be spawning and where they should be going and how the attack should be ensuing, as so far it's been really sloppy for Paradox on the attack. It's making Gopher pretty much do nothing special here. They're just playing defense at this point.
I mean, obviously, it's a defender-sided game, but I think most people would consider this over a 3-3 or a 4-2 type of like round split in each half, and the way this is going, it might be tough for the attackers to try and get a. It's going to be really tough for them to try and get a 3-3, and a 4-2 might even be out of the question. And if that's the case, then it might be not offensive, but it might be the game over and done with there. As if you can only drop 2 rounds coming into your defense, there's not really much sort of experimentation and stuff like that you can do, and it really does mean you essentially have to win those sites first time.
Yeah, there is another half though, and there is still rounds to be played, so we'll see how Paradox plays their defensive round. Just worth a note here, I think this is the first time they are bringing Nomad. I think that's a pretty decent operator for intel and flank watch, as as we've seen so far, they don't do a good job of either of those things. So setting those air jabs on certain doors and windows will bode well for them going into this round.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously, as we've been seeing since round 2 onwards, Nova Q has been playing that sort of aggressive roam most of the time on that vigil, and obviously the vigil makes it somewhat difficult unless you have someone constantly watching the constantly watching the flank drone. It's kind of hard to work out what is happening and like whether it's flanking or not. And Bandit peeking that Maverick hole, and that is not what you like to see, as he is able to get the trade, however. So that's an alright way to finish it. Obviously, you lose the Maverick, which isn't great, but Habana's still in play, which is better than you could say for last round, so you can still get that one.
Yeah, hopefully she does get that gym wall opened up, and as I think Nomad's going up red stairs, I did hear the sound cue that it did go off. They do know the location of someone, top rafters or cash. Nomad's trying to see if she can get that pick. Going through the barbed wire will alert the defenders, and I think Nomad just ran past the defender.
Yeah, there was definitely, I think it was the smoke. Yeah, it was the smoke that sent CCTV. They just ran past each other, and Ash is able to pick up the kill on Nova Q as the smoke's position is finally given away. Castle's able to find the injure onto Habana, but Nomad's able to find that headshot onto Smoke, so it's all up to Peace Out now on that Castle. He's in a 1v2. He does have the health advantage, and significantly the health advantage now that Ash made a mistake and ran into her Ash charge, taking a bit of damage. They're both one-shot because of how heavy hitting that UMP is. You know, it's not a great gun, it's got a slow fire rate, but it does hit pretty hard.
Yeah, worth to note that Castle does know where Case is down in logistics. He is going to hold this red stair hallway, or red stairs, which is a default hold in this sort of scenario, which is a 2v1 situation. Here's the proximity alarm for Nomad. Gets Nomad, but unfortunately does not swing onto the Ash. Great stuff from the attackers there for the refrag potential, and the Paradox finally ends up with their first attacking win.
Second attacking win.
Oh, second. My apologies. See, you're keeping
They won.
track
They
more than
won
I am.
basement. They won basement.
They did.
No,
You're right.
But yeah, no, we will see basement being brought out now, however. So interesting that. But obviously, as you were saying, the really good coordination from the attackers. This is what I expected to see coming into this, of Paradox just being overall a bit more coordinated than Gopher, but we hadn't really seen that up to this point. Their droning had been what most people would probably consider below average, and there hadn't really been terrible coordination other than on that one basement attack. But we saw it there. It was the 2v1. They were both 1 HP, so if they would have given Castle even a chance to just get a chance to get the 2 kills, somewhat individually, he probably would have won, but they didn't. They timed the swing perfectly. They swung from opposite sides, and there was really nothing the Castle could do.
Yeah, I'd just like to take this time to apologize to all Paradox fans out there. All right, they have 2 wins. I don't want to demean your favorite team or anything. All right, please don't hate me. Promise, I'm paying attention. It's just, you know, Gopher are looking really good on defense here, and just that last attacking round, as you mentioned, was just really good and coordinated from Paradox. So maybe they're just shaking off the rust here. Their morning coffee hit, and they're ready to go now, as it does look like it might be a 3-3 going into the next half.
Yeah, I mean, it's very possible, especially with the fact that the attack has brought a setup that the defense has brought a setup that's much more similar to their first round that they played down here, which is the one they lost. The only difference is they have the mute instead of the Ella, but the last time they brought the Melusi and the Vigil for downstairs, they lost it pretty badly at the end. They ended up losing it pretty badly, despite the fact that it was a 1-1 to finish, but it really didn't look good, as Nova Q once again on the hyper-aggressive roam, and he's able to find your Habana, which is really, really bad for this attack.
Most definitely. Mav's gonna take a lot longer to get those hatches, and if not done correctly, that blowtorch will only get 1 hatch. So we'll see how that goes later on into the round, as we see the attackers not knowing where Jaeger is, and Jaeger gets another pick on to Nomad there. He was just hiding in the showers. He needed to wash himself off after that first kill and gets the second one. Now there's more blood on his hands.
Yeah, it was Nova on the Vigil that got the first kill, but Jaeger obviously, once again, we've seen this. We were talking about this before, and I thought that maybe after last round they might have fixed it, but...
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
Ooh. So, Maverick is able to open the hatch, is able to injure the Jaeger, but then gets killed from below, as Ash on that rappel is able to find the one kill onto Nova Q. I don't know if they know that the Jaeger is injured as of right now, but I will say no, as the res is going to go off, and it has just, once again, this seems to be the attackers not droning what they need to and how they need to, and then as Nova Q, his position was unknown, he got a free kill onto the Vigil, and then the Jaeger as well, his position entirely unknown, got essentially the free kill onto the Nomad, as Holy Crab there is able to find the final kill onto the Ash, and that will be Gopher taking the half 4-2.
We will swap sides now, so we'll see if Paradox bodes well better on the defense here, as they are opting to go cash first, and they are going to bring the Valkyrie. I've been waiting to see if the Valkyrie will be brought, and here we are. See where those cams are going to be going. So far, I don't see anything too crazy from both lineups going into the 2 to 4 half here. We are going to see a Blackbeard 6-pick. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, I mean, no offense to you, but I'm pretty sure we saw a Valkyrie previously. I'm pretty sure the third round. I'm pretty sure third round Gopher brought the Valkyrie when they switched up their lineup because they lost their defense. It worked for them,
Attackers
so
need to locate
we'll
and
see if
defuse
the
any bombs
Valkyrie
if
can
they
be just
can.
as effective for Team Paradox here. As one thing that is interesting to take note of is the lack of the bandit. It does mean that the only real way they're going to be able to try and stall the attackers out is with a mute jammer. But you'd expect them maybe to not use the mute jammer on the wall and more or less just give it up for free, which I'm going to be honest, I really don't like.
It seems like Vigil might be lagging out here. We'll see what the admins decide.
10 seconds remaining.
But yeah, I don't like that strat either coming out from them. But if they do give him the wall, they at least have the smoke there to throw out his toxic babes to stall out the attack as much as possible.
Well, they need to leave. Tell them they need to leave. They have 30 seconds to leave. Yeah, so it does look like they're going to be a rehost here if the defenders can do it in time. Obviously, they have until the 30-second mark of the action phase for all of them to be left, and if this Valk doesn't do it, there we go, we will see it. So it will be a rehost due to the Vigil lagging out, and we will come back to redo this round 7, as I believe we will probably throw it to a short break in the meantime.
Over your skin, you can see it beat, intoxicating your energy. First time in so long, you felt the heat, evaporating your bindings. Move like the sunlight, darkness can't hold you here. Bold and bright, push through the atmosphere. This is your dawn, this is your break. Move like the sunlight, darkness can't hold you here. Bold and bright, push through the atmosphere. This is your dawn, this is your break. Move like the I know the sadness that cripples you. It comes in waves and out of the blue, but there are days you feel freedom too. Bask in the glorious lightning, move like the sunlight, darkness can't hold you here. Bold and bright, push through the atmosphere. This is your dawn, this is your break. Move like the, move like the, move like the sunlight, darkness can't hold you here. Bold and bright, push through the atmosphere. This is your dawn, this is your break. Move like the, 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 move like the. Radiate, radiate, radiate. Gravitate, gravitate, gravitate. Innovate, innovate, innovate. Move like the sunlight. And I've been chillin', watching the ocean with you. Baby, up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our growlings when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Jimmy at Woodstock. Drive me around in your red Ford. Shivers down my spinal cord. Oh, 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 oh. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need Empty hearts and neon lights. They're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone. Just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. La 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 la. Oh, oh. Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights. Turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone. Just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Oh no.
And hello and welcome back as we have figured out this whole kerfuffle, if that's a word. I'm not sure if it is, but it sounds fun, so I decided to use it.
I mean,
Uh,
I've definitely heard it before, so even if it isn't a word, it's enough of a word for multiple people to use it. So
lovely.
it
Yes, we're
should
gonna
be
get
fine.
awesome. We're gonna get back into this match, Paradox versus Gopher, as they did opt to go cache CCTV first, and I believe this was their first defense as well.
Was so. We will see whether or not this we can get this first defensive round for Paradox over and done with, or whether we have more issues. Hopefully not, as you know, we kind of want to keep the go form moving, get everything sorted. You know, don't want to keep
Most definitely.
other teams waiting for too long. We will see a pretty standard defense. I was saying, as we were saying last round, like the last time we were here, that the only thing that was interesting was the fact that they didn't bring any sort of electricity, but they seem to have brought a bandit this time.
Now, I'm not mistaken, but I believe they played Valkyrie, and on a rehost, you're supposed to play the operators you were?
Yes, on a rehost, if you rehost it during the active round, you have to pick the same operators in the same site. So
So,
I don't quite know whether that's allowed or not. We don't have an admin on hand, so we'll just let it slide for now. We'll just bring it up after the game to them, I suppose. I don't really know. But
I think
it
what
does seem,
happened.
though, however, that once again, Vigil is taking 18 hours to load. His SSD clearly is a potato, and we'll see what happens here. As hopefully, we're not just sitting in here for ages. There we go. We have movement. The server has decided it wants to do something, but
Thankfully.
do
Attackers need to locate
everything.
and
There we go.
defuse
We're
as many
finally
bombs as
back
they
in
can.
with the game. You get to see some more action after what was probably like a 10-15 minute pause due to some technical issues on both the side of Team Paradox and our Observer.
Alright, so I think what happened was his Paradox had a big brain. They let Vigil, you know, DC, and they said to themselves, we didn't bring a bandit. And so this time around, they decided, let's bring the bandit.
Yeah, they realised they forgot to bring the bandit, so they went Vigil, unplug your Ethernet cable. We call the rehost. We get a bandit. Nah, I'm just kidding. We don't know. We cannot. This is not factual information. Everyone, calm down. All right.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb.
It's just a joke. Chill.
Yeah, we don't want to get ourselves in a Zofia withstand situation on Twitter.
Yes, that would not be ideal. That would not be ideal. It does
But
seem that
enough of that.
Vigil is off in Narnia. He's rotating. He's roaming in strip club, which is interesting because there's no attackers anywhere near strip club. So I'm not sure quite what his plan is. He obviously, as most people know, you can run out that strip club door and kill people on
Oh,
garage.
and there it is.
There it is. Mitch was able to find that one kill, and that's why if you're the attackers, there's common positions that are known for where you play, and just as long as the big ones are being behind that white van or being behind the gate, and the Blackbeard wasn't behind either, and that's a really big kill. Because if I remember correctly, Nova Q was a pretty influential fragger on the side of Gopher, and obviously the Blackbeard, the amount of just pressure he can bring, obviously with that face shield, and losing that early with nothing to save for the attackers is pretty bad.
Yep, 100%. But they do still get the box wall open with that ace and
Attackers have
Maverick.
located a bomb.
Bandit did get a little pepper shots into Maverick onto that box wall. He is playing Raptors, getting a Z ping on the location of someone playing towards that red fairway. Sophia is possibly aware of the Vigil. I believe that is Vigil playing towards billiards. I'm not sure though. It is Vigil. My senses are correct. As Ash is playing bottom, and Bandit is going to take a little bit more of HP, as I think they're just trying to gain this Raptors control. Bandit does spot Ash, shaky shots from him, and Bandit is very low HP, even more low than prior. Ash is only 75. Let's see if Ash decides to challenge this Raptors.
Maverick's able to find the pick onto Vigil. Not sure whether he was caught out still on the roam or whether he's trying to rotate back up and got caught out. It was him still getting caught out. Actually, then we find that come on a Bandit as its man advantage goes back in favor of these attackers as Minx able to find a kill, as we saw quite often from them on the defensive Jaeger, as Tiger is able to find that one kill with the SMG-11 and able to find another one with that SMG-11 as man advantage goes back in favor of the defense. Omnom able to find one of his own on Zofia, and the Ash is able to find one of their own, and then Zofia finds another one, and that will be the round going to the attackers.
Great round for Gopher there on their attacking side, as the Bandit being brought did not bode much influence, thankfully for Gophers.
Maybe it
Nothing
boded.
too crazy from that attack or that defensive hold, just overall great push from Gophers.
Yeah, I mean, we saw some pretty decent play from the defenders. Obviously, Nova Q able to find that opening frag should be pretty influential, but from there it just all started going downhill for the defense. You know, they lose Nova Q because he overstayed his welcome downstairs, and instead of just falling back to construction or something like that, he decided I'm just gonna stay in bar and see what happens, and he got taken out because of it. They droned him, and two of them pushed him effectively, and he was dead. After that, the Bandit was on extremely low HP on rafters and just wasn't expecting the Ash to push up that aggressively. Realistically, the Ash shouldn't have even had the opportunity to push up that aggressively because, you know, the Bandit peeked her while she still had her Ash charge, like, gadget out. So, you know, she couldn't really do anything back to him. It should have been essentially a free kill. All he had to do was hit his shots, but he couldn't. And that costed them. Tiger, though, however, Tiger did do his best impression of Pengu and was able to find 2 kills with that SMG-11, but it overall ended up being impactless as the Ash and Zofia just ended up going off at the end.
Yeah, we're gonna see this Echo being brought, and he is trying to put this deployable shield on this box to try and help himself stay behind that second box there, closer to blue, so when the attackers break the hatch open in kitchen, it's easier for him to sit there and get his yokais to gain intel for the defenders.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that's interesting is I've seen people put that deployable shield on the side of that box, and we saw it first in Oceanic Nationals, I do believe, where I can't remember who it was, but you put the box on the side, and then because of the geometry of the ammunition boxes, you get a tiny couple pixel hole that you can look through and get a nasty angle on that Ash, but they just weren't doing that. Ash pushes up aggressively, he's able to find that opening kill onto the Valkyrie, and this will be blue hatch getting opened immediately. Interesting when they have the Maverick and Ace that they opt to use the Ash charge there and not just use a tiny bit of Maverick's blowtorch, but we'll have to see.
I think it was pretty well, considering the fact that they took supply fairly quickly and easily, and I'm pretty sure Mav and Ace have jobs to do on kitchen and moto hatches, but Capital just runs in, getting the kill on Echo, leaving Bandit on 50 HP or just above it. Bandit does get the refrag on Capital, but Zofia is here in blue trying to spot out if she can get the kill onto Bandit.
It's interesting here, there's a 3-3-3. Tiger and Amy Ray are both on site, but where is this Vigil right now? Because I didn't see him on that bottom floor. I don't think anyway. Yeah, he is. He's over in Rafters. Oh no, he's over in Lounge, and he will be taken out there as the Maverick's able to find that kill. We will be taken down to 25 HP, but the kill was much more important. Amy Ray able to find the Maverick though as he drops, and Tiger's able to find the beautiful headshot there onto Omnom, and it's all onto this Ace in a 1v2. The Smoke has no idea he's there. He shot from behind him, and Smoke just didn't realize. Maybe he thought it was the Bandit, or maybe he thought it was the person that he killed. This round is now much in favor of the attack, as Amy Ray on about 30 HP, I would say, somewhere around that. And holy crap, on full. The plant starts to go down with the time. Amy Ray can't risk aggressively pushing it, and at risk of the pull-off, and Nava diffuses down. This is looking insanely hard for the defender to win, and it will be, holy crap, picking up that headshot. And that will be attackers winning their second round in a row.
Holy crap indeed, as there was a minute left in that round, so that was a very heavily rushed strat there. He gets the bomb down, thankfully, and wins the round outright for the team. Good decision from Ace, being it a difficult one as it was a 1v1 situation.
Yeah, I mean, there is one big play there that you have to look at and wonder, what are you doing? And sorry to call it out, but it was Tiger. He found that beautiful kill onto the Zofia playing in blue, and then the Ace behind him, he fired about 4 bullets, I think, and he doesn't have a suppressor, so it was very audible, and the Smoke just didn't realize he thought he was over in blue. There was no intel for the defense to tell otherwise, and it was just awareness. He should have realized from the gunshots that there was one behind him, and it ended up costing them because he got the free kill onto the Smoke. It was a 1v1, and the Ace ended up winning it. So
yeah, now they pushed it to match point, and I think the overall theme here for Paradox is just lack of awareness.
yeah, I mean, very much so. It's lack of awareness and maybe a bit lack of game sense. And we saw it on the attack when they were just either forgetting to drone things out or misdroning things, and it cost them, I would say, 3 of their attacking rounds. obviously their first one, they got screwed over by the Malaysian barge, which should have been droned out quickly. It also cost them when they were trying to attack CCT. It also, sorry, it cost them when they were trying to attack basement, I believe, as well. So it really has not been good overall for Paradox, and then there once again it shows that they don't have intel that they need, and there we go. You love to see it. You've got the weird Mozzie glitch where it shows them as having 96 pests. That's a great visual glitch right there. You always love it. That's been in the game for about a season now, so it's lovely to see that Ubisoft actually care about their game.
I'm not sure attackers would be able to drone anywhere if Mozzie had 96 pests. As we saw a quick Legion run out. I'm not sure if that was supply or blue, but Paradox is just trying to do anything they can to swing momentum into their favor.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think one thing that Paradox need to do at the moment is they just need to try and slow down the pace. Obviously, Gopher they were pretty aggressive when they were on the defense, and they've been pretty aggressive on both attacking rounds. That's how they ended up. Obviously, that first round, that's how they ended up winning the Ash, and the Zofia just kind of exploded on with frags to finish off the round. And there as well, there was a minute left in a 1v2, and they've just been extremely aggressive. And if the defense can just try and slow the pace down, bring it how they want to, I feel like they should be in a very strong position.
Yeah, and Mozzie has this cheeky little bullet hole angle, and I'm sure he's aware of this. Sophia and Supply just can't get the angle onto her. Sophia pre-fires that spot, but Mozzie rotates off into bar. Smart from him, as he probably got some intel on that as well. Gets challenged from the kitchen hallway and gets that kill 4v4 situation. Sophia challenging, and he gets a little bit lower on HP. Nox gets the frag back. And what a nitro from Mozzie, 3v2 situation with a minute left.
Yeah, that's really not good play from the attackers here, as the Mozzie should have been taken out pretty effectively. However, the Ace is able to find one of his own, and that will be another side player taken down. As if Mozzie doesn't max quickly, it will be a 1v2 on site, and this Malusi can be overrun pretty quickly.
My god, they're going for plant. They're gonna get it off. Mozzie's gonna go for a quick swing. No, he's not. Mozzie in cash. Malusi on red. Mozzie gets the pick on to Maverick, I believe it was. And Ace is left outside on an island. And a team kill from Mozzie, unaware where Malusi was playing in a 1v1 situation. And just like that, Gopher take the round. And what a GG. That was a quick match. Unfortunate there. They could have had that round easily. And it's, again, been the consistent factor for Paradox in this match is lack of awareness. How do you not know your teammate is right there playing on red?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we saw it, as I was saying, lack of misdroning or lack of droning. You had the lack of awareness a couple times on the defense, and it just ended up costing them dearly as they go down 7-2 and Gophers move on. I believe Gophers will be versing Ash mains next, and we should be casting that game as well, I do believe. But it just overall, it was a pretty poor performance from Paradox.
Most certainly, but we will be back soon for that second match, and we will see you guys then. Stick around.
See it beat, intoxicating your energy. First time in so long you felt the heat evaporating your bindings. Move like the sunlight, darkness can't hold you here. Bold and bright, push through the atmosphere. This is your dawn, this is your break. Move like the sunlight, darkness can't hold you here. Bold and bright, push through the atmosphere. This is your dawn, this is your break. Move like the I know the sadness that cripples you. It comes in waves and out of the blue. But there are days you feel freedom too. Bask in the glorious lightning. Move like the sunlight. Darkness can't hold you here. Bold and bright, push through the atmosphere. This is your dawn, this is your break. Move like the, move like the, move like the sunlight. Darkness can't hold you here. Bold and bright, push through the atmosphere. This is your dawn, this is your break. Move like the, move like the. Move like the, move like the. Move like the, move like the. Radiate, radiate, radiate. Gravitate, gravitate, gravitate. Innovate, innovate, innovate. Move like the sunlight. And I've been chillin', watching the ocean with you. Baby, up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our growlings when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding. Me up, play me like a bass guitar. Simmer down and mash me up. Tripping like I'm Jimmy at Woodstock. Me up, drum me round in your red Ford. Shivers down my spinal cord. Oh, 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 oh. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. ricochet. I see the sparks you throw my way. I know your name is written on everyone's mind. Your whole show is captivating me, but don't think that I can see right through that disguise. But when you got close to me, you had me falling so hard, baby, yeah, now I get it. You got heads turning, and you don't even try. Well, would you look at that? My glass is empty, glass empty. How about I get another drink, baby, drink, baby? Okay, I get it. You got fire burning, right there in your eyes. But when you got this whole thing, I like the way you look at me. How about we just go with the flow? Now you know I feel it too. But I don't think this could be something that becomes a thing. Maybe just for tonight, then I'll be over you. But when you got close to me, you had me falling so hard, baby, yeah, now I get it. You got heads turning, and you don't even try. Well, would you look at that? My glass is empty, How about I get another drink, baby, drink, baby? Okay, I get it. You got fire burning, right there in your eyes. Oh yeah. Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. La 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 la. Oh, oh. Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Better off, better off. I am wicked, you're insane. But I wouldn't have it any other way. If we're knocked out, we'll go the distance. Pound for pound, we're a perfect match. Pulling punches, or toe to toe, we're always on the road. Worse or better, we can't stop, we can't stop. Cause together, we're better off. And we can. Better off, better off. Better off. I am crooked, you're clean cuts. I'm wide-eyed, your eyes are shut. If we're knocked out, we'll go the distance. Pound for pound, we're a perfect match. Pulling punches, or toe to toe, we're always on the road. Worse or better, we can't stop, we can't stop. Cause together, we're better off. And we can. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
I lost my best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me. I saw no shadow, I looked around, searched every building and home that I found. I saw no shadow, but felt a glow. The warmth inside me, it kept me afloat. It felt like heaven had found my bones and gave me comfort when I feel alone. Now you're gone, I'm alone. I guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. If I fall, break my bones, I will scream even louder. 'Cause I'm not dying alone. I lost my best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me. My best friend to 23. I heard the heavens crying above me. They gained an angel, I lost a friend. I felt like dying again and again. I went through hell, stared at death, but I keep fighting with each living breath. I saw no way out from where I stood. Felt like the fire had burned me for good. Now you're gone, I'm alone. I guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. If I fall, break my bones, I will scream even louder. 'Cause I'm not dying alone. I lost my best friend.
shades of pearl and green. Fire burning hearts in darkest places. There's never been a better time to feel alive. I found a way, we're past the lines where truth won't lie. Life is waiting on the other side. Follow me into the underground. Watch the world changing as the sun goes down. Follow me into the underground. Whoa, follow me into the underground. Follow me into the Life is waiting on the other side. Follow me into the underground. Watch the world changing as the sun goes down. Follow me into the underground. Follow me down, Follow me into the
I get lost inside my thoughts, and when I start to think, oh, the Tahoe closest starts to end up on the brink. I tried so hard, but all these scars, they cut so deep, I bleed. I fell so fast from heaven, it's like someone clipped my wings. Now I'm falling, and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe, and I don't wanna die. Can we stop this gravity? 'Cause I don't wanna say goodbye. nights I laid awake just begging to let go. I almost got to suicidal thoughts, but you stepped in. An angel sent from heaven showed me how to live again. Now I'm falling and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe and I don't wanna die. Can we stop this gravity? 'Cause I don't wanna say goodbye. My love, I'm gone. I need to be strong. The darkness had tried to swallow me. Some things I fall, but I hear your call. I pray I don't hit the ground. Gravity. Gravity. Gravity.